What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here, and we were in quite the pickle when we left last. We need to be able to smelt steel, but there's 6. But we don't have enough steel. We have 8 to build a smelting bench. So let's see, and it's negative 188 outside already, so we have to get the bench made. And then we have to gather as much more steel as we can while the temperature permits. And then we have to smelt for a while. So I think what I'm going to do is uninstall this. Get it moved outside. And then we'll see about putting the smelting bench over there. Alright, now let's see if we can actually make this work. I feel like we're doomed at this point, but so now we just have to start disassembling crap. See, just a few steps outside. Oh, no problem. Although this is freaking nonsense, but okay. Need steel. It says we have 8 steel somewhere. It's right there. Okay, so I guess we just start ripping this shisa apart and see where we end up. We have no choice. We're going to leave these doors. Hopefully we can rebuild all this at some point. So let's see what that gets us. I'm going to keep a little health tab up. And back to bed. Well, that gives us 12. I'm going to let her sleep, and then I'll wake her up in the morning here. I'll come back when she wakes up, I should say. She's awake. She's treating her injury. Her sensory mechanites. She's already shivering. The temperature in the bedroom is 52. Hypothermia 5%. She should come down and rip all this stuff apart now. Alright. That got us 60. 60 is not enough. So what do we take apart next to try and survive here? We need these to survive, but we thought we had enough meals to get through the winter. Alternatively, we could take one of these bad boys apart. So they're going to provide me like 50. These guys I think were the same. Yeah, we're not going to get a component back for this, but we still have a decent amount of components. So I think we're going to have to bank on the fact that we have plenty of meals for now. And start deconstructing these. See what we get back. We might want to take her inside. The ability to deconstruct, yeah. So let's see how the temp is in here. Okay, so with that, well, fluctuating pretty dramatically. Extremely dramatically. In between these two heaters, it's real nice. Alright, it's toasty in the bed. Anyways, now, undraft. Good, she's going to get straight to it. We might just be boned here. We might just have to wait. Alright, you want to carry it off somewhere. It's fine. Whoa, now you should go back inside, I'm sure. And undraft. We have 139. What do we need? 170. So 31 more. I guess we might as well get rid of this one, right? What else can we get rid of? These things are deteriorating again. We're going to have to put... We don't even have any inside space. But once we start smelting, we will. Alright, let's commit, man. We have to commit. This is going to work. I'm going to make her go inside. And warm up. There you go. As soon as she does, I will come back. Hypothermia has about subsided here, so let's get this ripped apart. I need to get some kind of airlock built over here. Alright, she should be able to build that now. Let's make sure you're not too cold, my dear. I'm going to let her cruise and then stop her to warm up because I don't want her flubbing this. If she flubs it, that's it. We're boned. Okay. I wish these stupid mechanites will go away. Psychic Soothe is ending. Alright, so now, neg 187. We have the ability to make our own steel, people. Like, this one is so close. What is that? Oh, I was looking at like this was a head and this was a big afro. I got it backwards completely. Alright, so this we're going to haul. That's 20 steel. And it's relatively close. Alright, sleeping. We had a transport pod crash while she was sleeping. Come on, be close. We really need the steel. We don't really care about anything except for this little piece of slag. This scenario completely changes the game. It's really awesome. Maybe I'll be a good dude. Steadfast, careful shooter, gay. Well, he's careful shooter, but he's got no skills at anything. He could be our researcher. I think I'm going to pass. And I don't think we're going to make it out there in negative 200 to... The heck is it at? There it is. To strip him. His clothes weren't worthwhile anyway. Boom! Look at that. We have a smelter. Now, smelt metal from slag. We're just going to do that forever. And let's set an intelligent radius on that. There you go. She's not running out to the ends of the earth. Now we can set this job back up. So we have this. That should have been 4. 4. Boom, 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 boom. Not there. Okay, so we can actually get our place built back up. Wait for it. You cannot be constructing when you're that cold. If you flub, we are very short on resources. Let's lock her in. Oh, well then we can't get the metal. Well, I just want her to warm up anyways. There you go. Health, shivering yet? What's the temp? This thing ought to be kicking out some heat, right? It's a damn smelter. Yeah, we're doing relatively decent. Okay, come on, you. Do I have 0 steel at the moment? Good deal. So she is shivering. Mostly from those tiny trips outside. Look at that. It never even fully goes... Oh, it did go away that time. So I think after this last one, we'll get this other room built back up. So we have 80 now. Oh, good. We're going to be able to build 1 hydroponics basin. Call the freaking cops on that. Alright. We are going to have her... draft up. Stand there. Relations are deteriorating, but that's fine with me. Okay. So we don't have any issues at the moment. Let's unforbid this door. And let's come haul this urgently. There. We should be able to finish this back up then. So maybe we won't be able to build 1 hydroponics basin. I wonder if we need these. I'm gonna see if we can get away without those, because we got away without them here. And if we don't need those, then we could actually build a hydroponics basin. So it's 190 in there. I think it's working. Why would it work here but not there? Had I built it a little more intelligently when I rebuilt it, I wouldn't have needed this piece either, and I'd have a little more space. But well, anyways, we can build a hydroponics basin again. Whew. Then we're going to have to put our heaters back down there. We don't have enough heaters. How are we doing for meals? I think we're just going to try and coast on these meals as long as we can. So we can... let's reinstall this. Down here. And then let's put the research bench back in. There. Sweet. Good. Now she has something to do. We'll slow it down a little bit. And in fact, since I'm not going to be paying attention, forbid these doors. Go take a look around. So there's slag there. It is neg 197. 6 p.m. Could be worse, I guess. Slag over there. If we could get to this, it's the freaking gold mine. I don't know. That's... It's funny that the slag heap is the gold mine, right? Alright, I'm gonna let her research for a bit. Okay. How are we doing? We have 104 steel. We could start... Ooh. Oh, man. If it's a lot of cargo pods and it's close, it's business. Ah, it's so far away, but it's food. That's horrible. Oh, gosh. I don't know. If we could get to that, it would be amazing. We are running here, right? Yeah, it's just not a lot happening, so... I'm going to let her research and I'll come back to you. Oh, she went to bed. Well, then I'm going to let her sleep and I'll come back to you here. So she's woken up and decided to research. I'm going to wait till midday and I'm going to think about... Man, those are far away. If we could get to that. This one is far more tempting now because it's food. What are you doing? And also we have reduced mobility due to these mechanites, so... Oh, I don't know, man. We're going to have to do something, though. We need the steel, so... And the food would be nice. We could make up a bunch more meals. Back to sleep. Thank you, sensory mechanites. Let's see what her health is looking like. It's in mild pain mode. I think that's because we're treating it well with good meds. One of my other playthroughs, I'm currently having the same issue, and every once in a while it goes to intense pain when it gets treated really poorly. 8 a.m., 9 a.m., all those long, lonely days out on the ice sheet. Holy cow. It's like you're on the edge of your seat, but nothing's really happening. 10 a.m. Alright. I'm going to let her research for a bit here. Alright. Well, I have decided, while she's been researching, that we're going to go for some of these single steel slag chunks. We're never going to make it over here. Sadly, we're never going to make it over here. But we might be able to get this one. And there's nothing here. We might be able to get this one. And we might be able to get this one. So I'm going to start with the closest and see how it goes. Which I believe to be... I'm going to go with this one. So we must unforbid our door at this point. And we must cross our fingers. And we must watch her health closely. And already shivering. So when we get to 63, we fall down. And the higher it gets, the slower we get. So we're just going to draft her and make her go straight inside. We should have went in the bottom, probably. We would have been... Oh, well... Oh, no, there's no heaters in the bottom anyway, so... She doesn't have any frostbite yet. 50%. She's actually going to make it. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so that's one down, people. It's going to be... I'm going to come back. Okay, the hypothermia has played itself out. It's on draft. Let her go to bed. So if we do midday runs, we can probably get... this one most any time, and this one on a midday run. We're never going to get this. That's like a springtime thing. So what we're trying to do is get back up to 200. Can I reconnect this where it's at? Oh, yeah. So that'll give us... Okay, we got these covered, so we don't have to worry about these deteriorating. I'm going to allow this door. Where are you headed? Eating a simple meal. So we're really just trying to coast on these meals. What's her needs looking like yet? Ah, stupid mechanites. That's a real rough draw in this. So right now it's 7 a.m. I'm going to let her research for a few hours, and then at 1 p.m. we're going to run out for this slag. Maybe we'll go for the further one at that time. Something like that. Well, she's been researching most of the morning here, and she just stopped to chill out for a little while. But we... now that it's... oh, God, it's so cold out. I think we're going to make a run for this and just keep a real close eye on her. That is so close. I mean, so far away. Yeah, so look at that. I wish there was a way to judge distance here. And then look at this. Can I just get rid of all that? It's hard to judge on my screen. Yeah, we could definitely get this one. So let's just see how this goes. By definitely, I mean hopefully most likely get this one. It's not going to get any warmer. Okay. Yeah, we got that one just fine. She did see a dead body. Sometimes she likes to come back and dilly-dally a bit. Get in there, you. There we go. Boom. Whew. Oh, she did get frostbite. I don't want you tending that. I'm just going to take her off meds for a little bit. Why come into this frigid cold room to tend yourself from frostbite? I guess that's where the meds were. It's my fault, not hers. She got tended. 31% should be just fine. She's still shivering, but that's wearing off. Well, it's only 2:02 out. We could see. I don't want to take her out with the frostbite. We're going to let that heal, and then maybe we'll go for the one in the north tomorrow. The issue here is good, she's fully healed. No issues in that regard. The issue here, increased tiredness, reduced. Oh, we have a meteorite of compacted steel. Wow. Randy, you are such a tease. So we had another one down here. There's no way, she's not a miner. She wouldn't make it over there and get anything done before she was dead. Alright, let's reconnect. And let's get her to work at this. You gotta watch her health, even inside the base at this point. It's negative 230 degrees. She's already shivering. And just for that brief instant she goes through that other part of the base. I think that's the only other chunk we've managed to acquire so far, so we will reconnect that to turn it off. She should go back to research. She's going to eat. So now we're getting into our package survival meals. She did tend the sensory mechanites. So let's see. It's still at mild pain. Okay, so then the question becomes, do we want to risk this one? What does another heater cost? We couldn't even keep this whole thing warm enough at this point, so 50. So if we got one more, we could build one hydroponics basin and then one more heater. And we have 4 heaters here. We could also double up our walls, which would help with the warmth. I'm going to let her research and think about this, and then when it gets to be that time of day, perhaps. Okay, so I've been thinking about it, and I don't think that with our negative 66 capacity we're going to survive, and it's not going to get to negative 200 here. So I think we're boned in that regard. Now, I was looking to see if we had any other warmer clothing, and I don't believe we do. We have this wool parka that's about worn out. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. It's about worn out, so let's check our temperature. Insulation cold. 100.8. Layer outer, that's armor. Yeah, okay, so 100.8. Maybe because it's worn out, it's not as effective. No, see, this is 86.4. How much this apparel improves a wearer's minimum comfortable temperature. Greater values a lot. So the worn out one is more valuable here. She's going to start getting a tattered apparel warning at some point. But what are you going to do? We could also check her pants. She's alpaca wool and mega sloth wool. So I don't think there's going to be anything warmer laying around over here, sadly. So I don't think we're going to be getting this stuff, anything else off the ice sheet as it stands. If something falls closer, man, if this had been close, we would have definitely been totally fine. But guess what? So maybe we have too much power. Like we could, look at that. We have twice as much power as we need right now, and they're barely cooking. So we could take a risk and disassemble one of these. Build our 2 hydroponics. Maybe get a heater out of the deal. Well, we're not rescuing anybody because we can't make it off this map without dying. It would be warmer on maps next door. They wouldn't have this triple cold snap applied. So there is that to bear in mind. Alright, back to sleep. So then the next consideration is, do we disassemble the windmill turbine? We should get roughly, I don't know if it's half, 50 and 1. That might be what we do. I want them to get really low and see how we're doing for power. I think, look at that. Grid excess. Yeah, so when they get kind of low, we're boned. I don't know. If we run out of heat, we're dead for sure. And we have enough meals. Speaking of which, we are out of meals. I bet she's hungry now. Not yet. So she just ran out. We're going to start with the small stacks. And we're going to hope we make it. So there you go. Now that they're barely doing anything. And we're just a tiny bit negative. Man, I'm going to think about that for a minute. So after thinking about it a bit, whether we get rid of one of these, the thought is we don't have warm clothes. We're dependent upon these heaters for life. So we should probably not disassemble one. That's my current thought. And what that means, though, is that we can't really do anything other than sit and eat these meals, and once they're gone, starve to death. So that's where the game's at. Now we do have 144, so we're keeping it not great. We definitely need more heaters because it's negative 207. We could use this steel to double up our walls. So like we have 144. Let's see what we could accomplish with that. And I guess we just do something like this. And that. So that's 45 times 5. Not enough. So I could cut this back way over here. I mean, I could make it just hug the walls. It would be nice to have somewhere to put our crap. Like all this stuff's deteriorating. And at some point we're going to want to sell that crap. There's the last of our wood deteriorating. Yeah, I'm not sold on that plan. It'd be nice to have the batteries inside. There's really no way to access this, and we don't have the material to build any doors. So there is that to think about. Also, do I have to put it here to double up this spot? Let's see if there's anything else. That would definitely keep us warmer and account for the fact that we have warmer clothes. So if we did something like that. Eclipse. Thanks, Randy. Thanks for nothing. Jerk. Let's cancel that one. Oh, that was supposed to be a cancel order. So we do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Now these stupid batteries pose a little bit of an issue where they're at, but we can move them. So we're going to need 10 more than we're laying down here. Actually, let's just, so over here, we'll do that. And then this one can go. So then the only thing we have to figure out is how to get a door. Can you reinstall doors? Not without a mod. And then I could put this here, and this could be out here. Although what we have currently may be better. So that's, yeah, we missed one over there. 39. 39 times 5 is still almost 200. So we can't do it. I guess I'm just going to cancel it all. Expand my zone back out. No idea what to do there. I guess we just wait. We wait till something falls near the base. It's going to be kind of boring, so As if that planning section might not have been boring already. Part of the scenario is you can't eat dead people. So we could reach this cat. But we've agreed with old Rhadamant's scenario that we are not going to eat this bro. So as delicious as Taddy looks here, he looks like might be some meat on his bones yet. Frozen rock solid, of course. We're not going to do it. We're not going to indulge. Let's see how her bio is coming along. She's getting to be quite the researcher. That's all she has to do all day. There's no point in it. Like, we're not going to be able to make anything else because we have no materiales. If I thought we could keep it warm, I'd put one hydroponics basin in, because then at least we'd get some additional food periodically coming in. But with 4 heaters in this little room, it's barely teetering. It drops down to 32 every once in a while, and when she opens the door, it goes way down. I wonder how that horrible tending is gonna treat this. I'm gonna let her use meds, man. If it makes that go away any sooner, we got a real rough draw here. Maybe we'll have enough for a comms console and an orbital beacon, because we do have cash. A few piddly things to sell that are going to crap. Maybe I could put those inside. What was this? This is why you name your stockpiles, people. That was our simple meals, which are regular meals, fine and simple. Let's see. So we can, like, let's do that. Yeah, do I really want to be hauling this garbage in and out? I don't think so. Forget it. Alright, she's asleep. We'll be back when she wakes up. The eclipse is ending. Who gives a shiza? She's awake. Working through our few... Oh, I wonder if I gave her wake up, if she'd have the speed. Moving is plus 10%. If she'd have the speed to get this. That is a tempting prospect. Why didn't I see that sooner? Well, I'm intrigued. I sure am. Oh, man. I might try that come midday. I just might. We have plenty of power. I still should think about if I took one of those apart, we'd have... Problem is 50 steel just gets you 10 wall sections, which isn't a lot in this situation. Doubling up these walls would be amazing, though. Come on. I'm gonna lay these in here. Fucking worthless. Like, we're definitely not doing anything outside of the base. Alright, she's gonna sleep. It must be pausing on events. I'm gonna tweak that setting too. Well, she did get up and decide to do some recreation. So the last decision is, can we, with 10% improved movement, make it up there? Oh, she's almost done with that research. Make it up here. In negative 220 weather. I'll tell you what, I'm going to let her research until about that time. Unless she wants to do something. No, she's going to eat and research. So, and then I'll be back and we'll give it a go. Maybe. I'm going to think about it during that time. So nothing much has changed here, but I have thought about that, and I think it's a bridge too far. We could watch her closely. If she starts pushing the limit on the hypothermia, we could just turn her around immediately. But I don't think she's going to make it there and back. Also, if we lose a toe or a finger, we're in big trouble as well, because we need her to have all of her digits. She's our only pawn. We don't want to muck up her manipulation when she's constantly getting cold. Make that a slag dump. We got rid of it when we were screwing around with our wall planning. So we have a little bit of steel. And it looks like disassembling everything in order to build this bench and then rebuilding it was worthwhile. Now, at this situation, we have like 10 times the power we need. Maybe we disassemble one of those and battery takes 70. Well, that's not going to happen. So if nothing happens before we get perilously close to death here, and we are already on another meal. We might make it through winter, though. We're already a third of the way through. Good deal. Look at that. I think she went outside. I'm going to pause it in the background. Solar panels. Solar panels are worthless on the North Pole. There's no geothermal here. This is blocked until we get a multi-analyzer. No, what is... Oh, it needs a high-tech research bench. Well, that's going to be a long while. So what's going to get us anything here? Psychoid, drugs, double-strand carpets. No, recurves. Auto doors wouldn't be bad, but we don't have the materials. There's no water on the map, that's for sure. It's almost like there's nothing to... Some of these things we'll use later, I guess. So maybe we go for guns. Otherwise, sterile materials. I guess we can just start heading down the path towards guns. Health, not freezing. Still only in mild pain. And negative 240 out, people. Inside, not terribly bad. Trapped underground. That's a problem. So we can fix that just by running her around the base. So let's look at her needs. Draft her up. I'm just gonna walk her over here. Cabin fever's at 5. You had to keep an eye on her health while you're doing this. She's already at 16%. How you doing? So slept in the cold, trapped indoors. Almost there. Health minor 31%. Oh geez, just to get her outside for a minute. That's raw, man. Alright, forget it. Go inside. We almost got rid of that. Alright. Well, we helped a bit. Dude. Remember that time? You don't... Have you not recreated? Quite comfortable. Oh gosh, we can't do it. Again, like we're just risking some type of major catastrophe here. Alright, there you go. Just gonna tend the sun. Look at that. 90%. If we could just get rid of these stupid things, that would increase our moving. Alright, well there you go. Well, I'm gonna put a break in here, guys. So I think the consideration I'm having now is, do I deconstruct one of these, or do I just wait around for Randy to do something for me? So I do record a few episodes ahead on these, but I am open to feedback. There is a chance I won't get to the recording beforehand, so go ahead and leave some comments. If you're liking this, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you want to see how it plays out, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't watched Rhadamant's playthrough of this, you definitely should. He gets a much better break than I do here, I can tell you that. No sensory mechanites, Mega Sloth Wolf falling from the friggin' sky. That's a paradise compared to this, so... yeah, any comments, go ahead and toss them up. The consideration is, do we break this down, or do we not? As we could make it for probably quite a while on 37 meals, right? What, 2 or 3 a day, tops? So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.